Craig Sullivan, talk about cutting it close, my friend. Guest just signed on backstage. Andy, thank you for signing on. We're so glad you're going to be joining us today. Hang on backstage because Craig and I, we need banter to do right now. You know why, Craig Sullivan?
Because you're going to Arby's to eat a meat-like substance later?
Oh, I love Arby's and meat-like substance. No, Craig, no. Because it's time for an audit. So sadly, Craig Sullivan, meat-like substance was actually my high school nickname. So that was really very sad that I had to go through all of that. What are you going to do? How you doing tonight, brother? It's Friday night. We're back in the game. I'm in the home studio after being in Las Vegas last week with you. My goodness gracious. So much fun to get you back to Las Vegas, going to concerts and stuff like that.
Oh, my God. I just had the best time. And yes, very first Fish concert. Unbelievable. It was so much fun. Thank you. Had a great time. And no, as I stated earlier today, Glenn and I were not escorted out of the fair city.
No. More like encouraged to go very quickly, not officially escorted out of there. So, Craig, it was so much fun. It was great. It was great being there. With the lights coming down, the music was really loud. And you're a guy who loves concerts. You're an old school rock and roller dude. So, what was it like going to your first post-COVID concert and really just getting back into it, right? Because how much fun was it? Everyone was in such great spirits, dude.
Everyone was in great spirits, but you know what? The community around Fish was just amazing. Everybody we saw, talked to throughout the resort was just amazing, nice. Everybody was focused one thing, having some fun, getting some great music. And I got to tell you, from the opening to the closing, it's probably one of the best concerts I've been to in about a decade. Awesome. And the light show, everything. Thank you. We had great seats. We get to see everything. There was this funny haze though that was hanging in the arena.
I've never seen something like that before in my life. First time ever for this show because those people are health addicts, and to see that smoke in there, a little jarring. I got to tell you, a little bit. But turns out the ventilation in that room is not so good. And I've never been in a room that's smokier. But on the positive side of that, Craig, is the light show, I think, looked that much cooler because there's so much more room to do magic in. All right. So we got our guest backstage. We got a lot to do tonight. It's so great to see everybody. I'm so happy to be back in the saddle. So happy it's Friday night. So happy to be drinking tequila once again with you out there. But Captain Friday, who is our guest this very big evening?
Well, if you look at my background, we're talking pirates. We're talking the Caribbean.
Yep.
We're talking Florida.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
We're talking Mr. Andy Ingraham.
Yeah.
So there he is.
Pirates of the Caribbean. I love it.
Yo ho. It's an Ingraham life for me. It's very exciting to see you, Andy. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I have my grandson here trying to get in the picture.
Well, the kids are welcome. Bring them pop on. Bring them on.
Come here. You want to say hi? Say hi. Say hello.
Hi.
Say hi.
Oh, my goodness. He looks so much like Dave's kid, Fox.
He does.
Hello. Bye.
How old is he, Andy?
19 months.
Wow,
Two.
Is that your...
Now, Glenn,
yes,
you
sir.
said you were drinking tequila?
Yes, sir. What do you got there?
I got a bottle of that.
I can't read it. What kind is it? Oh.
De Leon.
Oh, look at that.
Good
One
stuff.
of Puffy Combs' brand. But tonight, because I need to be sober, I'm going to drink some Prosecco.
Ah, cool.
Nice.
That's sure to keep you sober.
Prosecco. Let's see how we open this. Let's see.
Hey, hold on.
Never had a bottle opening
wait.
before.
Don't open it. I have to do this first. Andy, I can never remember to do that. So I'm sorry. Prosecco. We got Prosecco.
Prosecco. Craig, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Corona.
Oh, God, how boring.
Well, not if I put tequila in it and make it a magic Corona. So that might happen.
Let's see. I have my special cup. Oh, there you go. My daughter
Hi,
loves that
Colleen.
one too. Hold on. Ah!
Woo.
Yay!
All right.
Let's see. That's good.
I think you got quite a Pirates mug there. Look at that.
Is that a mug or a wine glass?
It's a mugger wine glass.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that.
It's a mugger with the wine glass in there. Cheers.
Hey, Glenn, if we play our cards right, maybe Andy will send us each one.
I'll send you each one of these.
Cool.
You ever seen this before, Glenn?
No, I've never seen one of those before. What's the
In the Bahamas, if you want to drink champagne or prosecco and you're on a boat, you want a stable base. And if you want,
hit the button, Glenn. Hit the button.
Oh, wrong button. Yes. What an incredible idea.
So maybe it should be a stable of a hotel company.
Right? I love it.
Love it.
I was just excited one time when I walked into a hotel industry event and someone had finally figured out how to put a little clip on your plate so you could put your wine glass there. That way you could actually walk around and talk to people and eat and drink at the same time.
Now, I'll dedicate one hand to the drink.
Right. Yes. Because usually, Andy, I don't know about you, but when I go to these conferences, I have to choose. Am I going to do a little eating now, a little drinking now? And you have to time everything perfect because it's got to be very musical, very balanced. Right.
Yeah. But if you're looking for capital, you want to be focused on the meeting.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking for capital.
Absolutely. We're always looking for capital. Good times, bad times. We're always looking for capital.
Always looking. How's California doing these days, Craig?
You know, we're doing pretty good. It's a little overcast, a little cool. I got a long sleeve shirt on and pants for a change instead of the usual cargo shorts, but, you know, it's all good.
Mark Williams just said you had a nice shirt, Glenn.
Craig got this for me. I think at the JW gift shop when we were at the lodging conference.
You know, Mark and I live about 10 minutes apart in Florida.
Oh, yeah? The
only time I see Mark is at New York, Phoenix. I think he's afraid to come on the golf course with me. But Mark Williams at Extended Stay has been one of those diehard fans of NABHOOD and a dear and good friend.
Andy, I just want
to take him on the golf course.
I just want to go golfing with you one day, see what kind of glassware you've adapted for the golf course. So that'd be pretty cool.
I think you're looking at it, Glenn.
I think you're right,
I think
Greg.
you're looking at it.
This may work.
Hey, where's the cigar, Andy?
Oh, hold on.
And I know he's got one for me. It just hasn't gotten here.
That's so sad. He'll fax one right over to you.
Somebody still uses fax machines other than Artie Garfinkel?
I think the Venetian Palazzo still has them on the desks in the room. Which I was the coolest freaking thing when they did that.
Look at that.
Let's see.
That is a pirate treasure.
Hey,
Andy. I can smell that from here.
Andy, Mike says, is he afraid of you on the golf course because you're so good or because he's afraid of your slice?
That's bad. You know, listen, I could have a line when I'm playing golf because I want to hit somebody.
Right.
So, Craig, is it now legal to have Cuban cigars?
Yes. It was.
It is?
Well, I think if it's for personal consumption,
gotcha.
It's fine.
Are you going to New York?
For NYU or BDNY?
NYU.
I am not. I've got a travel plan coming up, and I cannot make that one.
If you guys don't mind,
but I may be at BDNY.
No, that's the whole point of this. I just refreshed mine. It's the first time I'm trying the Clase Azul Reposada tequila.
Any
You're
good?
gonna like that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Really good.
Hilton did this trends report, and they invited everybody over, and they did a tequila tasting as part of it. So they sent a bottle of Casamigos. They sent this over, and they also sent over a 0 proof tequila. I have
0 proof. What does that mean?
I guess it means
It's like decaffeinated coffee, and why?
yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, very, very nice of them, but
Don't
I
get me
suspect
wrong.
that it'll remain in the wrapping for a little while longer. I haven't quite got to that.
Gee, that's great.
Hilton's one of the sponsors of my conference, and I don't know, must have gotten lost in the mail.
Well, I think it's great, and I'll tell you though, guys, it's really cool to get a nice package with that. Not only is it fun, it's also generous, but it's also very telling. It's saying that things are back, everyone's moving forward, everyone's getting in the good spirits, which I freaking love, and it is so much so much fun to see us getting back to what we were used to do, which is getting the opportunity to Jason.
He's looking at you, guy.
Yeah, it's great.
Glenn loves spirits.
I really do. Yeah, Andy, I've switched over to spirits a lot more from beer because I find it's a lot less filling. I find it more enjoyable the older that I get, and it's me more maneuverable, in case I got to run,
Hey, with that gray hair, that it makes more sense.
That's a good reason.
Yeah.
I'd like to switch more to international travel because that's what we really need.
November 8th, it's back, baby.
Yeah, but here's the question, Craig.
Travel.
With TSA being taxed and long lines at these locations to get into the U.S., I wonder what sort of impact it's going to have on our industry. I can't wait to hear the folks at New York, at NYU talk about it.
Are a lot of people coming internationally, though, Andy?
Yeah, not for the NYU, but I think the U.S. international visitors, particular destinations like L.A., Miami, New York.
Yeah.
Well,
Andy, I think that's a great question, and I think that's part of the equation. But part of the problem is our airline partners, and they're charging 750% more than what they were just a month ago. So I think that's a bigger issue.
Craig, you're right. I flew from Miami last week Sunday. I flew from Miami. Last week Thursday. I flew from Miami to Tallahassee. My ticket, are you ready for this? Was $1,007.
Oh my God!
And there were one, two
peanuts, so it's okay.
Yeah, right. There were 7 of us on that flight. I could not believe the price.
Wow.
Yeah.
I could have gone to California cheaper than that if I could find a great seat.
A rental car. That's the other part of the equation.
Do you think these airfares are going to come down?
I think they will to a minor degree. Glenn and I have had this conversation going on for well over a year and a half. Okay. All boats rise with a high tide, and we all need to work together. All roads to a financial recovery lead through hotels, travel, and tourism. And if we can all band together, the OTAs, the hotels, the airlines, the car rental agencies, TSA, everything else, then we can all do well. But, we got 1 or 2 groups that just want to stick it to the public. No.
Speaking about sticking to the public, I'm looking at a Ciroc Peach. Wonder if I should try that.
I think you should probably do that.
Yes.
What about white Hennessy, pure white Hennessy?
So was that plane full, Andy? Colleen wants to know.
Oh, I got another one.
He didn't hear you.
Say again?
Was that plane full? Was that plane full? We're being asked. Colleen is wanting to know that plane that you took to Tallahassee from Miami. Was it full?
It was full.
Yeah.
It was a commuter jet, and it's full, but not as full as this sugar cane.
Hey, check this out. Gordon says he just flew in from Iceland, had no issues with TSA, customs, or lodging. Got decent airfare. They stayed over in DC with the layover. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Andy, what
I
was
like that.
That's odd. Where did she come? Where did she clear customs?
All right, Gordon, let us know where you came in. Was it a Dulles? Let us know in the chat box below. They're about 30 seconds behind, so we'll find out soon enough. Tell us about the alcohol.
Sugarcane. Where did I get this from? Product of the West Indies.
I like that.
Did you get it at the shop at the airport? That's due.
No, I never buy at the shop at the airport.
Hey, it is Dulles. All right. Yeah.
Well, Dulles is becoming a great airport. It's not as busy as Reagan or Miami, but I came in from Jamaica in August, and the line. And no, I didn't have global entry, but the line must have been 2 hours.
Wow.
I know. In Miami.
I can't believe that.
No, I flew into Fort Lauderdale, and Fort Lauderdale is changing their whole system. You know what? Customs have changed their whole system of how they check you in. Did you see that?
No, I came in from Canada just before the lodging conference at Phoenix, and I just showed my little printed thing out from the machine because of global entry, and I was done. So what's changed?
But the point is, they let Glenn back in,
which was a relief. It was a little touch and go there.
Glenn, I thought they would have kept you in Canada, but maybe Canada didn't want you.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not a national treasure like Michael J. Fox. You know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, but if Glenn goes to Mexico, they're going to keep him.
Well, and what about Anthony? Anthony comes back and Glenn stays?
Anthony didn't go.
No, he
and that's another show.
So,
no offense, Anthony.
So,
that's just another show.
Andy, I am very excited because I fly all the time, and I've been very loyal to Delta. And just recently, I have achieved million-mile status. All right, that's right. I'm an actual million-miler now, Andy. And they sent me this gift box, and I threatened to show everybody what I got in it right now. So, but before I do that, the question I got to ask everybody: what do you think would be a good gift that you've flown, a million miles on one airline?
I got it. I got it.
What?
I want to hear this.
An American Express black card with no fees for the rest of your life.
All right. That's under dreaming and will never happen categories.
A debit card, doesn't matter what it is, with unlimited access to cash.
Yeah. Right.
Like the U.S. government.
Yeah, you can become your own government. I like that, Craig.
Yeah. It's never about the debt. It's about what everybody else is doing. I just posted a TED Talk on that. Okay.
So, but realistically speaking, what do you think is an appropriate type of a memento? Now, to be fair, they don't have to do this at all. It's really cool. It does make me feel special, and I guess that's really what the point is, right?
First class seats.
More than a Mont Blanc
what
passport holder. Okay.
All right.
So I went from a black card to a passport holder.
All right. So Andy, what do you think would be nice?
It's not a bottle, obviously.
Well, I mean, if he sits in first class seats for the next 5 years.
All right, that'd be no.
That's a good idea.
Portable mobile charger, a travel blanket, IMAX, cozy. That's a great idea. I love all of those.
Portable
ideas.
mobile charger. Who said that?
Carol Freed Grugley.
Yes.
Yep.
Our friend Carol. Hi,
all right,
Carol.
so I got. Are you ready? Here we go. So.
Drum roll.
All right.
What? I've got not one, but 2 luggage tags. And so we got a luggage tag right here. We got 1 luggage tag and also got a second luggage tag. So we got 2 of those. And then we got this for me to. You can't really see it with the background. It's a crystal million-mile Delta Sky Miles thing. I don't know. Do you think I should just bring this with me and just flash it at TSA? Hey, guys.
I think you should.
Hey, I got that. And then
I think you should. Then they'll consider it a weapon, and then they're going to cartel.
There's no liquid in it.
And then the actual gift, a $250 travel voucher, which is nice. Christmas thing,
All right.
which would get me
250
1/4 of the way to Tallahassee. So I don't know how that works.
That's very nice
Hey,
of them.
it
At
may,
least they gave
it
you
may
something.
get you to upstate New York, Glenn.
Dust collector. It's also a paperweight because
Collie said it's a dust collector.
Yeah. Well, I am living in 1987, so I got lots of paperwork around me. So I
There
got
you
that.
go.
I got those fax machines, that brand new invention. All right. So, Craig, what do you got there?
I've got a California Lodging Investment Conference mystery box. But we're not going to open it.
And therein lies the mystery.
There you go.
Yeah, I've known people who have gotten Netflix shows on less of a pitch than that, which is amazing.
Yeah, you know what? The Netflix shows are really good. It's their movies that suck.
Hey, Durain, what does United give for A Million Miles? I actually thought it was really nice. I want to be very much enjoyed that. Hey, buddy, how are you?
My producer just joined me.
There you go.
Is that 5
you know
minutes?
what? Your producer is a lot quieter than ours. Now he'll drop in, I'm sure.
They drop in to make sure everything is shooting well. What about the mystery box, Craig? What's in that mystery box?
Well, that's going out to one of our viewers.
That's where J.J. Abrams keeps all of his plot lines.
Yeah, and a good movie script. That's Jar Jar Abrams from now on, not J.J. The way he screwed up Star Wars, it's like...
Don't get us started, Andy. Don't get us started.
Yeah, don't get us started on that. So, Andy, are you in South Florida right now? Or are you in the Caribbean? Where are you
Tallahassee?
at?
No, I'm not in Tallahassee. I'm actually in South Florida. I'm actually in a little town called Coral Springs in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, yeah. I know Coral Springs.
Nice.
It's raining. It's a bad day in Florida. Actually, there's no bad days in Florida.
Yep.
It's
Like
raining.
there's no bad days in California except when you write your tax check.
I think that's universal. But no, I'm in Fort Lauderdale, and it's a lot of fun. It's just raining. And we call it liquid sunshine here. So they're cleaning the atmosphere so the sun can come out tomorrow.
That's great. I love it. Guys, it's
$50
is nice for another bottle of Azulejo tequila. Unfortunately, it's a flight credit, so I'll be able to use that I'm going to use that for personally family vacation. This is actually an amazing tequila. So this is a 375 milliliter bottle, right? And
yep,
apparently it sells for over $100, which is
it does.
Is it made in the USA?
No,
no, it's probably Mexico, being that it's tequila and all. Yeah, hecho en Mexico. It says right there, hecho en Mexico.
That was a joke. Tequila.
And then this is retailing by me 750 milliliters for $40.
$100.
I think about 40, which is pretty good.
Yeah, but Glenn, if you would have raised the price to $100, then we could have made some money.
Yeah, that's
Silver Padron. I don't know what the cost of this is.
You probably get a lot of alcohol, Andy, on your travels. Yes,
I do.
Yeah,
I try not to consume it all, though.
Well, honestly, it's one of the things, though. But you're a connected guy, and people know you're staying with them. So I guarantee there's a lot of bottles in your rooms when you check into hotels.
But I'm from the Bahamas, so I used to be on the Bahamas Olympic drinking team. So we kept trying to place to get a gold medal. It didn't win.
Yeah, I hear that you could go. You've been competing against the Gujarati drinking team for a long time.
I like that. I like that.
Andy, let's hear about concerts and pirates down in the Caribbean.
Oh, Amy loves Silver Patron. My girl, Amy, like that.
Yep.
Amy's the best. She's our number one fan.
Perfect. Amy, here's to you.
Woohoo! Cheers.
Cheers. How about a concert story, Andy? Tell us about a concert down in the Caribbean.
A concert. Bob Marley. Bob Marley's dead, right?
Still, yes. Yeah.
Still.
Right,
Yeah.
like remember Chevy Chase on Saturday Night Live? Generalissimo Francisco Franco is still dead.
Yeah.
Funny in 1975. Not so sure about 2021. But Andy, go ahead.
Lenny Kravitz has been doing some great commercials for the Bahamas. He lives in when he's in the Bahamas, he lives in Eleuthera, where I'm from.
Right.
You know, great concerts in the Bahamas, great concerts in the Caribbean. Actually, I went to a concert in Anguilla, and I was shocked at all the stuff that they did. Unlimited drinking.
Really?
And they were doing some stuff that was illegal. And I can't say that. But it was interesting. When you go to a concert in the Caribbean, it seems like everybody lets their hair down and just have a good time. Whether you're in the Bahamas, in Jamaica, forget it. You know?
Wow.
But Andy, did you leave your hair there?
Oh crap! Where does my hair go? Damn!
I'm sorry. You opened that door. I had to walk through.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
that's a good one, Craig. I'm going to get you on that. I'll think of something.
I know. That means I'm not going to get my cigar the next time we see one.
Hey, Glenn. So Craig and I were somewhere. I had some cigars with Craig.
Yep.
We started talking. Then he disappeared. I disappeared. So later on that night, I just smoked an extra cigar for him.
Oh, sure is real rough on you over there. So, how did you guys meet? How long have you known each other?
Conference circuit for years and years, but our friendship got solidified at the Foundation Room at the House of Blues in Las Vegas when I had a membership there, and it was a private club.
So I had never
was doing
been to a
dinner. Andy came in. I saw him. We hugged. We said hi. I invited him over for dinner, and we had a legendary dinner in Las Vegas.
Remember, Mitch was with us, and remember that's
where Petra met her husband. Mitch Miller, attorney at law.
Mitch Miller, yeah.
And Petra,
we had quite a motley crew.
We had a crew.
We had a
crew. The Foundation Room in the what's that hotel, Craig? What's the name of that hotel?
Mandalay Bay.
Matt, is that still around? Is that still around?
Mm-hmm.
It is, but it's
needs a little love.
A shadow of its former self because it's not a private club anymore. It's semi-private.
I'm never gonna go there if it's not a private club.
Oh, Lorraine was with you at Foundation Room, guys.
Yes, she was. My sister, the woman I love, Lorraine Lalani,
was there. This was a legendary night.
Yeah, it was.
But let me say this. Let me say this, Glenn. Craig, from that night, every time we see each other, we hug, we have a good time.
Yeah.
And the beauty about this industry, it creates so many great friendships.
Yep.
And every time I hop on a plane, I know Craig is going to be there. I try to pack a special cigar for him.
Oh, that's really awesome.
He does. And I love Andy for that.
Anytime. Let me refresh my drink. Hold on.
Yeah. It was such a great night. And Glenn, you and I have told the story about one of our conversations leading to the brotherhood that you and I have. And that's the typical thing in this industry. And this is why we love it. We get together. It's that one drink. It's that one meal. And all of a sudden, you're friends for life. And you're doing deals together and everything else. It's just amazing.
So what do you got there, Andy?
Guess what this is? This is a drink that you cannot buy in the United States of America.
Absinthe?
I don't know why.
Good thing you're not in the United States.
I know.
That's a good point. Where am I? Let me get another drink on that. So let me try.
It's not just about where you were, and you're actually in the Bahamas right now. That's amazing.
I wish I was in Exuma. I was in Exuma, and Exuma is one of our family islands. And I was there in August. September, maybe September.
Yeah,
maybe August. And we took a seaplane over there on Tropic Ocean. And I got to tell you, there's nothing to do there, which is fine.
I like that.
Let me see what this is.
Glenn likes nothing to do.
I'm so bad at it though. But I gotta tell you, man, I kicked ass at doing nothing when I was in Vegas. I mean, I brought it.
Oh
to
my
new levels
God,
of
what
success.
is that?
So let's see. Oh, I know. This is a bottle of pure white Hennessy. I don't know why it's not
White
available
Dog?
in the U.S.
White Dog? Wow. So I think what he's talking about, Craig, is White Lightning when it comes out of the when it comes out of the still at the beginning before it goes into the barrels, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Well,
could be, or it could be a very, very rare Hennessy
or maybe
never
he's being paid by big bubble wrap or something like that to prove how sturdy their packaging is. I don't know.
Well, they did a good job.
Find out. Jesus Christ! All right, what do we got there? Pure white.
Okay, Andy, you got to do a shot and tell us what it's like.
Yeah.
Why is this not available to be purchased in the U.S.?
I don't know, but I'm uncomfortable with the name, honestly.
Actually, it's Hennessy Pure White.
Yeah, right. It makes it worse, Andy. Makes it worse. Oh, Hennessy. Oh, Hennessy. I thought you said Tennessee. Hennessy. Big ass.
Or Kentucky. Okay, just say it.
Well, we got it open. Hennessy.
I don't know, but I'm hearing deliverance music, Glenn. Get it out of my head.
Does that sound like you're squealing? Dan, what are you doing?
In California.
So, hey, Andy, you were talking about Lenny Kravitz, and I love Lenny Kravitz, but Lenny Kravitz is one of those artists that if he came around, I wouldn't think to go see a show, right? But I went to
move.
Not wrong move in this story, my friend, because I went to a DirecTV event. I had a speaking engagement with them a few years ago, it was pre-pandemic, and it was so cool because Lenny Kravitz was the musical performance of the night. What a great freaking rock and roll show! I was so happy to be up there. Oh my God, I loved it so much, Andy. So I didn't. Did his mom, Roxy Roker, come from the Bahamas?
His mother's from the Bahamas, and he spends his happy place in Eleuthera, which is one of our 700 islands in the Bahamas. And
beautiful house.
And didn't he also do? Didn't he? I think it's at Baha Mar where he designed a room, a suite, or something like that.
I know he designed a suite at SLS in Miami. I think he did.
That must be what it is. That must be what it is.
Yeah, he designed a suite at SLS in Miami. He may have done something at Bahama. I'm going to check my.
Yeah, I feel like it, but I'm not sure, guys. Don't trust me. Plus, I'm a couple of tequilas in and nothing.
You know, hold on. Let me call Lenny. Hold on. Hey, Lenny.
You know what? A few years ago,
didn't work.
We had a stadium tour with U2, and Lenny was the opening act.
For U2?
Amazing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was just one of the very best concerts I've ever been to. And it's funny because I was down in the pit, and standing next to me was Drew Brees when he was still playing for the New Orleans Saints and his wife. And it's like, wait a minute, you've got a game. You know, what the hell are you doing here?
I'm not a big U2 fan, Craig. I'm just not. When it comes to them, honestly, when it comes to them, I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
What the hell are you looking for?
That's what Mrs. Hausman asks him every day. What are you looking for?
Hey, Craig, what's the painting you bought?
Oh, I did not buy one, but our number one fan created a painting and sent it to me. And that was going to be part of our unboxing the other week, but it did not arrive. And unfortunately, we don't have a producer here right now.
He's caught up. Everyone should know that producer Dave, who should be here right now, is stuck in a meeting at work and hasn't been able to pop on yet.
Yeah. So we're hopefully we will show it a little bit later. And also the big news that we alluded to with David, will be done a little later as well.
If he ever shows up.
If he ever shows up. If not, we're going to carry it over to another show.
It's very sad. I mean, people have been talking about it all week. The internets have been abuzz with wondering what was going to happen here. And now we have to disappoint them, Craig.
It's part of the suspense.
Yes, it is part of the suspense. I like that. We're a little Jar Jar Abrams mystery box action in the house. What's that over there, Craig?
That's a pirate coin.
Oh my God. It is like we summoned the heavens and they've opened up. Our request.
And that's because I'm here.
Late
there we go. He's there.
That's because I'm here. Now everything is complete. Everyone can enjoy their day. Glenn's already messing it up.
Well,
thank you, Glenn. Like nothing even happened. But I have made it. Andy, always good to see you, my friend.
Equally.
Dave, that's right. I'm back in charge. You had control last week. It was made me suffer having to be at your beck and call, but I can do anything I want. Oh, I can do this.
But I can do that, so it doesn't matter.
Hey guys, be nice to Dave. He's the producer.
So
two can play that game.
Okay, Glenn, should we make the announcement?
What's that?
Glenn, should we make the announcement?
There's an announcement.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Glenn and I bought a hotel.
Oh yeah, that's the announcement.
A motel.
Yep.
Okay. And guess what? David is going to be the GM, and since
I'm sitting at work right now, Craig. I'm sitting at work right now, Craig. Right?
He doesn't get a raise.
Oh well, I mean.
So where's this big hotel product that we supposedly bought here, Craig?
Show the picture. We got 80 keys.
I mean, Craig, I just came on the show. You gotta give me a second.
I know. That's why we're getting it in now.
It's not ready.
I'm not
80
ready,
keys.
Craig.
80 keys by the seaside.
Come on. Where's the picture?
We're just
so and Glenn's other host helped people get rid of the M and turn it into a hotel. Well, we're going with the Motique. So we're good. And David's going to be running the hotel. He and his wife are moving to a seaside community in Northern California.
We are.
This is
and he'll be able to homeschool the kids and never escape.
Bit where nobody knows if it's real or not real.
Well, being that nobody told me this, I had to go make some plans.
Hey, Dave,
Dave, this is a special mission for you.
Nobody told me this.
Secret.
Unfortunately, Craig sent me a picture that's like the size of my thumb. So
there you go. There's the hotel.
Exterior corridors.
Yeah, of course.
So we have wait a second. Let me get this straight. We have a seaside exterior corridor hotel. So are we just going to be shoveling money into the furnace at the same time?
Where is this hotel, Craig, that we purchased?
Well, actually, that one is in New Jersey, so David doesn't have to move too far.
I do.
Is it in Trenton, New Jersey?
That is not Trenton. I'll tell you that. Trenton is not near the seaside. Trenton is on the other side of the state.
You get rid of your house.
Trenton is on the other side of the state.
You've got an owner's apartment.
Just kidding, Dave. It's on the riverbanks in Camden.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that actually. Listen, you can just drive across to Ben Franklin, get a nice cheese steak. If that's I get it.
Why don't you move it to Detroit, on the banks of the river in Detroit? You'll be across
Amy wants to know when's the first Friday night audit party at the hotel. Well, Amy, that really depends. How much you willing to pay?
But
what?
We're flying the flag for we were talking about pirates earlier, and we've got a pirate out of Canada, Peter McKinnon. So I'm running away and becoming a pirate. This pirate's really smart. He's got doubloons, and he's got subway tokens. So glad when I'm in New York, I can use a pirate subway token.
I use a pirate subway token because the token,
they don't take tokens anymore.
The token thing is long gone.
Maybe 2002 they would have taken it, but
you can.
It's been a while since I've been in the city.
You can use your phone and your Apple Pay to just tap on the subway turnstile.
Can you now?
What's Apple Pay?
I didn't know
What's
that.
Apple
That's
Pay?
pretty cool. I haven't taken a subway ride in years, dude. I'm still pissed off that they started charging for the Metro cards if you don't already have one.
Oh, $1, yeah. So no, on the to circumvent that, on the MTA buses and the subway turnstiles, there's a little black square, and you just tap your phone on it, and it clicks, and you go through.
Nice. I love that.
Or you do like any other established New Yorker, and you just hop the turnstile.
It didn't work.
That's huddling, preparing for the Olympics, right?
Yeah, Andy. Back in the day when I lived in the city, I saw so many people just hop those turnstiles. It was amazing. And like every once in a while, the cops would catch them, and they just like shake their heads, and the guys would just like go back out and then pay to come back in.
Colleen wants to know, who are they to believe? Well, Colleen, I guess you're gonna have to find out once the closing is complete. And once my offer letter is signed, I'm not sure I'm going to get that. Who's paying me? Is Glenn paying me? Because I'm not taking it if Glenn's paying me. Glenn doesn't pay me at all.
That is
Well,
so not true.
That's why you're going to manage the hotel. We don't have to pay you.
Oh, okay.
And you get to be on great shows like Friday Night Live.
Seriously,
What show is that?
We should.
That sounds like a really cool show. It's not this show.
I believe.
I'm gonna have a drink on that day.
Late Dave shows up all sober and shit and thinks he knows everything, right? We changed the name of the show, Dave, while you were gone to Friday Night Live. So ha.
Well, who am I to believe? I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah.
Well,
hey, David, I think I had a better time at the Fish concert than you did.
Did you partake in the pregame activities? Is that why?
No, he did not. He took not in the same pregame activities I might have participated in. But he had a great time. My favorite part, though, of the whole thing, Dave, was like looking over at him, and he was basically like this jaw open, going, "Oh my god!"
And I will say, you probably had a close knit experience because you're inside the MGM arena. I was on a beach with about 40,000 people, about 10 miles away from the stage because Glenn and his friends decided to stay all the way back. So I was pretty much watching it through a big screen TV in front of me.
Yeah, being indoors is a much better experience overall.
Yeah.
And,
well, I appreciate you bringing me to the less cool experience, Glenn. Once again, appreciate you looking out for me.
That's right, man.
But David, I'm coming back to the East Coast so that we can all go to a Fish concert.
Right, hold on one second. Colleen says she's lost. There is no hotel. Craig is making it up. I would love there to.
I mean, you say that, but I saw the sign. I mean, the sign.
I saw the rooms too.
Yeah, you saw the sign.
I did not see the seaside.
And that picture is a hotel in New Jersey.
If it's on Friday Night Live audit, it has to be real.
I saw the sign. Yeah.
If it's on the internet, it's real, right?
Absolutely.
That's what I read.
Fake news.
I would love to continue the joke, but I refuse to bamboozle our good friend Colleen Norman. So no, Colleen, it's not real.
I wish it
was.
was.
Becoming the GM of Craig's Hotel. I would not be
So Craig and Glenn.
The best comment of all time.
Colleen, oh God, Colleen. Colleen, he's going to go to mass on Sunday morning and ask for forgiveness.
I want to say, Craig, you should feel, for Colleen Norman to say she hates
mystery
you.
box is for you. So do you still hate me?
Oh.
I think that's bribery, isn't it?
It's you buying love and affection. That's amazing.
Oh, new hashtag by Amy Montgomery. Fake news
Craig.
That's got to go on his shirt now. And if you want to buy, you're officially Friday Night Live Audit, whatever the hell our show's name is at this point. Where can you go?
Friday Night Audit Live, brought to you by Taco Bell.
Actually, funny you say Taco Bell because I'm eating a taco right now.
And Azul Tequila.
Yeah. Hey, Jeremy Nichols. Hey, man. Great to see you. Hey, so is Colleen.
Hey, Jeremy.
Yeah, dude, you should totally join us. Because we've been drinking, I won't necessarily remember. Drop me an email. We'll get you on the schedule. We'll have you on. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So,
drop me an email, Jeremy. You've got my address. I do the bookings. So,
hey, Jeremy, drop me an email so you can get a talent fee.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeremy, drop me an email. I'll just say hey to you, bud. You're a good friend, so I'll just say hi.
Uh-oh. Colleen is making a man.
I love you.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute. Wait
Pauline, this
a
box
minute.
is going out in the mail to you on Monday.
I have to take very big issue with this, Mike McManus. Dave on the beach is scarier than Dave eating hot dogs in New York City. I don't care about your comment about the beach. I agree. That's
ketchup and cheese.
That's a terrifying scenario. But Dave eating hot dogs on New York City streets is literally the definition of a delicacy. Okay, is fine dining at its best. Me and the hot dog vendor, which, by the way, hot dogs cost $4 in Manhattan now, by the way.
What?
So you want to talk about supply chain issues? You want to talk about inflation? Used to be $2. But yes.
I remember when they were $1.
Hey, Dave, what's the best place to get a pastrami sandwich in New York?
I mean, obviously, everyone's a big fan of Katz's Deli. So, and I don't.
Well, that's the right answer.
Okay,
Katz is the best. Correct. You guys on the East Coast, on the West Coast, do you guys know what pastrami is? A good pastrami sandwich?
You're talking over.
No, we've got no idea what good pastrami is, Kaiser rolls, or bagels, and we've had this conversation 101 times. But I'm taking David to Tommy's so that he can have a chili cheeseburger, and that is the best
cheeseburger.
Out here.
You mean a chili hot dog?
Yeah. Boom. Chili cheeseburger.
Boom.
Now that,
Randy, take that.
Answer a question. Somebody is Suzanne on the call? Somebody, please, Suzanne, take a capture of that. Smash it together.
I know. A chili cheeseburger.
Cartage Deli.
Yeah. So Jeremy talking about those hot dogs. I love New York City's dirty water hot dogs. I got to tell you guys, it's one of my favorite things. And I remember when I lived in Manhattan, every once in a while I'd get a hot dog in Times Square and they would try to charge me like an extra 50 or 60 cents. And I would have to remind them, I'm like, hey guys, no, I live here. I don't pay the tourist fees. And they're all like, oh, okay, man. And it was great.
Did you really live in Manhattan?
Was that?
Did you really live in Manhattan?
I did. I really lived in Manhattan, Craig.
Really?
90th and 3rd, motherfucker.
Yeah. He lived off 125th Street.
It's funny you should say that, Andy, because when I was there in the late 1990s, my mom was like, don't go above 96th Street. So it's the first thing I did. Is
well, Bobby Womack had a song, Across 125th Street or 21st Street?
25th.
So for those of you who are not familiar with New York City, 125th Street is kind of like the unofficial but also official demarcation line of Harlem. So the great neighborhood of Harlem. The Metro North train stops at the 125th Street station. All the subways stop there.
It follows up there, and that's where Bill Clinton famously opened an office after he left office.
And actually, Craig, the Winston just opened up a Renaissance in Harlem, right next to the Apollo Theater, 125th.
Yes.
One
of my friends is an investor in that.
Across 110th Street is the song.
Across 110th Street. Yeah, Bobby Womack, Across 110th Street. Oh.
Let me ask you a question, guys, because you guys are very well traveled. And we're talking about, delicacies in certain areas. So like New York pizza, you have Chicago pizza, all that good stuff. How far would you take a to-go item of a delicacy to another part of the country? I have a reason for this question. So let's just say New York style pizza.
Hey,
how far would if you can't get New York style pizza easily, how far would you take it from New York to your place of residence? Is it an hour? Is it 4 hours? And I have a reason for this question.
5.5 hours.
5.5 hours. So Craig would take it back to California. Okay.
Right.
I've done my kids' favorite pizza place when we lived in Brooklyn, and it was a 2.5 hour trip home.
That doesn't really count. You just drove
4.5 hours.
That's because of traffic.
There you go.
That's traveling.
All right. So the reason I asked this question because at one of my hotels pre-COVID, I was working in Manhattan, and guests asked me where the best pizza place in our area was, and I told her, and she went there and she got a couple slices.
Was that Ray's Pizza?
No, it was a local
famous
place.
Ray's.
It was
wait. I meant the original famous Ray's. Wait. The famous Ray's brother-in-law's pizza. Sorry, that's the one, right?
All right. So she comes back with this big box of pizza with a couple slices in it, and she sits down in our lobby. I don't talk to her anymore. So she's about to leave. She's carrying the pizza box. And I said, "Oh, hey, do you want me to throw that out for you?" And she goes, "No, why?" I'm like, "Are you guys not done?" She goes, "No, I didn't eat anything." I'm like, "We didn't eat anything." She goes, "I'm taking these home to my kids." I'm like, "Where do you live?" She goes, "Miami." I'm like, "And how are you getting the pizza home?" She's like, "Just gonna bring it on the plane." I'm like,
Right.
"Can
Exactly.
you bring that on the plane?" And she's like, "I assume so." I was like,
TSA will allow you to bring pizza through. It is not a
So I don't know how good that pizza was when she got back to Miami, but her child had 5-hour-old New York City pizza.
wow.
Back in the day, all right, any family members of mine that were coming out from New York always brought my dad Kaiser rolls and bagels.
But those are Kaiser rolls and bagels. They stay.
They do. Now, I would also have those same family members bring out pizza, and you reheat it the right way, it's still
The pizza
good.
What about
David, I
pastrami,
want
Craig?
you to put me in the green room. We're going to switch to my cell
All
phone.
right. Oops, sorry.
Everyone, Craig. Everyone, Glenn. Once again. Now, but Craig didn't say when he wanted me to switch him. So I guess
I don't know. He's not looking like he wants to be brought back on right now. With the
I'm not
face
sure
of
if he's
the
talking or not. So
don't
you
know.
guys can't see this obviously, but Craig is moving around now. Okay, I think we're ready to bring him back on. Let's see what this is about. Plus, he's on mute, so this is gonna be really interesting.
Here we
Right,
go.
we can unmute him. There he is.
Our number one fan, Amy, sent me the painting, and I love it.
Oh, cool.
Okay, it's not a
That's
very
really
good
cool.
shot. Let's try going this way. There we go.
Craig, is that a
I've got
Van
a
Gogh?
frame being custom made for it. And Amy, thank you for the personalized message on the back. I love it. I'll let you know when it's hung in the house. Thank you.
That's pretty cool. I mean, once
Okay,
again,
David, put me back in the green room.
Dave getting shafted. I didn't get any personalized paintings. I didn't,
Is that a famous artist that created the painting?
Yeah, it's our famous Amy Montgomery, #1 fan.
Wow.
As Glenn takes her name off the screen. Thanks, Glenn.
Sorry.
Where's the box? Is the box even plugged in?
Which box? Oh, this.
Give
this
yourself some negative sound. Yeah. Thank you. So that's our #1 fan, Amy Montgomery. She produced or made that for our friend Craig Sullivan. So great job, Amy. It looks amazing. A little mad.
It is. It's beautiful. Thank you,
That's
Amy.
awesome. What a
Frame is being made. I love it. Thank you very much.
What's the occasion for the painting, Craig?
We like free shit, and we like free art, and we like great guests. So, Amy, thank you.
Well,
very,
Amy does
very
check
much.
off
I really appreciate
free art,
beautiful painting.
and our great guest, or our great
Amy
guest.
checked off all the boxes.
Yes, she does. All of our great fans do. I love our viewers. They're so interactive. Honestly, I enjoy interacting with them more than I do Glenn.
So, Dave, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
When you go to New York City and you get a pastrami sandwich from Katz, how far will you take it?
Ketchup and cheese.
How far will I take it? I will take it about a block and a half until I find the nearest bench, and I'll sit down and devour it.
Andy, though, realistically, I would definitely take it across country, but I would not have a sandwich. I would get all the components deconstructed and assemble it on location. The last thing you want to do is put that Russian dressing on there and then try to go to JFK and fly across country.
Is Russian dressing a liquid? Because TSA doesn't allow you to carry liquid to the Bahamas.
You're
2.5
not
ounces.
a liquid, but you're correct. I think it falls more in a gel category. So you're probably right about that.
Daniel's got a great
peanut butter is considered liquid by TSA, Glenn, so it's still 2.5 ounces.
But the only problem with deconstructing the sandwich, the guys at Katz know exactly how to put layer on top of layer. And
I don't know. I have a lot of food issues, Andy. So the thought of having to wait 6, 8, 10 hours.
It really wouldn't make it. It wouldn't make it to JFK, much less to California. But speaking of Katz's Deli, our friend Daniel
David
wants
going
to
to put ketchup and cheese on a pastrami sandwich?
Ham and cheese?
No, don't worry, Andy. Don't pay attention to that because we're talking about great pastrami sandwiches.
Dave's trying to segue. No one's allowing him. Come on.
This is an important question though because we're segueing into if you guys did hire me as a general manager, what would the salary be And how many pastrami sandwiches could I buy with that salary?
Well, it depends on your training. Are you
Well,
certified to
First
run
of all, okay,
any of the major
you
brands?
have to make
I'm not certified to run
so
the
there's a
show.
huge discount on your salary.
I'll drink on that. Okay. You're doing a great job, Dave. Keep it up.
I am not certified to run.
You'll
Friday
make
night
lots.
audit, much less the hotel.
All right. So, according to Slate.com, it's $19.75 for a pastrami sandwich at Katz's Deli. So,
Oh my God!
You're kidding.
how many? No.
But that's a big sandwich for $19.
It's right. It's so funny because I know there are people out there going,
Go to
"Oh,
a
you thought
movie
that
for
was
19
expensive."
bucks.
People, no, that's a good deal because
That's a great deal.
it's really like a couple of meals. I'm wondering if that deal is if that's like old. I got to go check a menu. Is what I got.
Well, we have a deli here in Boca Raton called Ben's Deli.
Yep. We
Yep.
have Ben's up here in the U.S.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
You have delis in Boca
feel like
Raton?
Ben's-
Absolutely.
Started
Mike Levin lives in Boca Raton. He
Yeah.
keeps threatening to take me out to a great deli. That's great.
That he always
Is this
knows.
Cats?
That's
Yeah.
Katz's. One of my favorite hotels is in Boca. The Embassy. I don't even know if it's still there or not, but the Embassy Suites in Boca, in that little kind of hotel area where there's like 3 hotels in that one parking lot, and then a little bit further down on the main highway is this really like fancy bougie
Disneyland.
McDonald's. Oh, Disneyland.
Is that on Military Trail?
Sure. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I used to go stay there for baseball, and I would walk to the McDonald's. And this is back when McDonald's was still that ugly brown, but they had like modern TVs and all these booths. And I was like, yeah, this is really bougie. Thanks, Boca.
It's Boca Raton. What do you expect?
Hey,
So, question: with my GM salary, will I have enough money to move to Boca Raton?
No.
If you work for Jay Litt, probably. He may own the Embassy Suites. I
All
don't
right,
know.
dead air. Love it.
No, so I wanted to say, Andy, you could get you could go to Katz's Deli and they'll ship you the pastrami for $35 a pound, which is pretty good. And you
Really?
can get the Katz's pastrami tour for $155. You get a 4.1 to 4.7 size pastrami, a hand carved juicy pastrami of 1 pound, 1 pound pastrami hash, a half a loaf of rye, a quart of pickles, Swiss cheese, mustard, Russian dressing, and sauerkraut. Shipped
Wow.
And
What a deal.
Glenn is
What a
going
deal.
to have White Castle shipped to his house.
Yep.
No, really, they would ship a pastrami sandwich?
Yep.
Yes, please be kind to Dave. Always be kind to Dave.
No, never.
It wasn't much of a pleasure for Craig and G-Man, but
Always
definitely be
kind to Dave.
Because if you're not kind
Dave's
to
got a
Dave,
package on his way to him from me, and so does Glenn. I'm always kind to both.
Yep.
if you're not
So.
kind to Dave, Dave just ends the broadcast and then we're done.
You're done. We gotta start thinking about ending this broadcast anyway because we're already getting on.
And we got a PSA we want to put out there, right, Glenn?
Yes, we do. I think we will do that. After Dave has to take a call. I think we'll do that right about now. Andy, this is the favorite part of the show. This is why people tune in. That's right. It is time for. That's right. Plugapalooza. Andy.
Was that a commercial?
Now it's
It
your time.
was.
Now it's your time for a commercial, brother. You get to say whatever you want. You get to plug what you want. Talk about NABHOOD, talk about drinking, talk about whatever it is that you talk about. You've earned a shameless plug.
On behalf of the people of the Bahamas, let me first express my sincere gratitude for the opportunity to be on this show. As we say in the Bahamas, it just keeps getting better, even though Queen Elizabeth is still in charge. No, really.
Oh, God, that's funny. Glenn, the Queen's not coming to your house now.
No, Jeff Bellotti at a conference this past year announced the all-inclusive brand that Wyndham is having. And for 3 minutes and 23 seconds, he had NABHOOD logo in the background.
Awesome.
And I had a chance to interview on the Tom Baltimore speaker series. Mark, I'm not going to screw this name up. Mark, don't hate me for this. The president of Hyatt Hotel,
Complamazian.
Hoplamazian. What
There
a
you
great
go.
guy. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, decent, nice. I had a chance to spend some time with him prior to the interview. And it's interesting that the hospitality industry is such a close, relatable family and friends. Yep. And we had the president of Pat Palacios of Choice. We had the president of G6. We had the president of Accor. We had Mark Hyatt. I thought we had 5 presidents. I'm missing. Oh, Jeff Pilati.
Yep, that's awesome.
And I think, the leadership of Wyndham and all these major brands, when you got guys like Jeff and Chris Nassetta, our industry is in great hands. And, I'm grateful for the partnership that they all provide us at NABHOOD. When you think about what we've done in the since 2001. Dave, you're back.
Sorry,
We're sorry you're back too, Dave.
Glenn was talking and I got bored. I fell asleep. But now Andy's talking, so it's good to hear.
So, listen, we are excited about the industry. We think we've got to get this pandemic issue behind us. Yeah. Will it ever go away? That's a good question for Dave, Dr. Dave. But international travel, I want to make 1 million miles. Glenn, I went from traveling probably once a week.
Right.
So the last year, I probably did 5 flights.
Yeah, right.
I said to my wife, and having an 18-month-old grandson that spends time with me, the beauty is that when my kids were growing up, I didn't spend any time. I was too busy traveling and working. Yep. This time I can work from home, and my grandson can run in and give me pointers on how to make money.
Yep.
But, I'm glad it's starting to come back. I have one concern, that is, I wonder how our lenders are going to react. Have the patience ran out? Are you going to see foreclosures? Should we start doing distress funds? Craig, what do you think?
Well, Andy, I think that is a 2-part question that we need to answer on No Vacancy News and
Good
Click
answer.
I'm dealing with lenders every day. Glenn is as well. And that's where I want your expertise, because then we can have a serious conversation. But you're right.
You can't drink on No Vacancy.
I can go on, and Glenn can tell you that, but I'm going to stop right there.
All right. Check out NABHOOD. They're doing great things over there. Also, I just want to reiterate before we wrap up today that, as you know, producer Dr. Suzanne has been going through trauma. Her husband had a stroke, and we'd love for you guys to be able to help her out. He's out of the hospital. He's out of rehab. He's going to be coming home for this 24-hour care. It's going to be very difficult on everybody, on their son, on them, the whole family. If you guys could just help them out, make her life a little bit easier. They could buy some measles. They could get some care. They could do whatever it is. Thank you so much. We love her, and hopefully you guys will be able to help out a little bit. Yep.
Thank you.
Love you, Suzanne. Thank you.
Craig, you got a plug?
Nope. That's the only one. If you can, please help her. We're going to have Andy on No Vacancy, and we're going to have Andy on Click Connect, and we're going to follow up on those lender questions.
I have a question before I start off. At what point did Craig decide he was going to take my job scheduling No Vacancy guests? I'm really curious about that.
Craig is a new booking agent.
Well, you need to ask Glenn that. He asked.
Yeah, I mean, Craig's been doing such a great job getting guests like Andy.
Hey, Dave, I think you need representation. So, I mean,
She does.
If you are
You're right.
if you are
You're
a
right.
famous leader
Andy,
of
you're right.
producers, feel free to reach out to
I've
me.
offered him a job as a GM.
I'll give you 50%
okay?
of my salary for producing this show just to sign on board with me.
David, you know that I love you. Your family, I send you things all the time.
You do.
So
I agree.
Yeah.
So
He
thank
tried
you,
to
guys.
send you to Trenton, so don't try.
Well, you know what this is feeling to me? This is getting a little.
How long has that been waiting for to be used?
All right, guys.
Time to say goodnight.
Let's say goodbye. Thank you all so much for watching another episode of
Thank you,
Friday Night
Andy.
Audit.
Enjoy. Great seeing you.
Thank you, Dave, Craig, and myself, Glenn. We'll see you next week. Thanks so much for being here.
Take care,
Aloha.
guys.
Hasta luego.